Hi guys, the day after the night before. Anyway, the second part of my quarantine pond update. Quick look at the fish. That chag is still got a lot of marks on it, but the rest are in fantastic condition. So yeah, just I don't know what to do. I'll tell you what I have done today though. I finally concreted in that actual base there, you know. Right, look at those fins. Look, what can I do? I can't get rid of that stuff. The rest are fine. It's just him. I don't know what's wrong with him, but he's the most, you know, he's the happiest chap in the pond. Does my nut in. I love him to pieces. He's really friendly. He does remind me of someone, but I can't say who he reminds me of on this channel, I don't think. But anyway, comment below who you think my chow guy reminds me of. I can't say anything because it's not very nice. Well, it is not. It's actually fine, and it's not very nice at all. But people are so weird and skittish these days, and you can't really say much. But anyway, let me show you what I've been up to, guys. I have been a very busy chap today. Before I show you what I've actually been doing to the quarantine pond, I'll let you have a look at my shed again. Absolute shizenhole once again. It's like an admin vortex. This is an explosion of a hive of activity. It always gets like this. Look, I got Big Orange out. Do you know what? That thing is amazing. It's built, mate. If no one has bought a mixer yet, if you're a man, a real man, you need a few things in life. And I'm not talking shit, yeah. It's the truth. The one thing you need to make you quite up there is a mixer. Every real man needs a mixer, because if you've got a mixer, when you're down the pub and you're talking, and I go, oh yeah, I need a, oh, has anybody got a mixer? I have. And everyone's going to think to yourself, the balls on Joe. So you need a mixer, right? The other thing you absolutely need in life is, let me see if I can see it. It's in my little thing down here. Let me open this, because this is the Kif drawer. It's not in there. I'm talking rubbish. It is in here. What you do need is, down there, I've got a chainsaw. If you haven't got a mixer and you haven't got a chainsaw, then you need to question yourself if you're a guy, right? There's a few other things that I do think guys need, but it's not necessary to give you big cojones. But if you haven't got a mixer or a chainsaw, even if you don't use them, just have a chainsaw. I don't use it much. I use it for my mum's garden more than me, but like, I just wanted a chainsaw. I bought the chainsaw. I had it for about a year before I even started the thing. But I slept better at night knowing I got a chainsaw. That's the main thing. And everyone likes a good night's sleep. So, to that end of things, let me show you what I've been up to this morning. I was up at 6:30 this morning. I got a mix on the go because it wasn't very noisy. I pre-cut a lot of blocks yesterday because where I'm doing my quarantine pond, it's on a slab that I'd poured after I'd done a retaining wall. So this retaining wall that you can see down here, made this retaining wall, then I poured the slab for the slab for the shed, my man cave, and the height difference was slightly different, so I actually done a little bit of a, well, I don't know, it's only about a 5 degree drop on my path, but it gets rid of all the water, so I actually quite liked it. And it was almost planned, to be honest. I'm saying it's a mistake, but it wasn't really a mistake. I did actually plan it that way. So as you can see, my old quarantine tank, which I've never used, so if anybody wants it, they can come and get it, water and all. So that'll probably be coming down in the next few weeks, because I have ordered 10mm insulation for this isolation pond. So I'm going balls out basically. I've ordered some fittings that I needed from Cotswold Koi today. I was a few 90s down and a couple of female union things, whatever they call, from a pump and my UV light. Also, I did phone Cotswold Koi up this morning and I did query them, where is my Spindrifter 3-inch bottom drain. He did explain that the company that actually makes them, they're just well behind. They just can't make enough. Their turnover is the same in the summer at the height of when everyone's building ponds, as you know, in the middle of winter. So they probably stock a load in the middle of the winter, sell them all in the spring, and then now I can't get one. It's imperative I get one. It's very important to me. So I'm going to turn you around now and I'm going to show you exactly what I've done to my new pond. Proper buzzing. Yeah, so guys, so far this is what I've done. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take you into the pond in a minute so you can have a little look at the inside of the pond. But like I'm saying, built all this up today, and I built the other side as well. I built the skimmer into this wall. I don't know if you can see it. So the skimmer is built into the wall. I'm not going to take this out at the moment because I've got some compo around it going off. So I know when I put it back, it's going to settle in the same place. But the top of the block work is exactly the same to the top of the skimmer. So when I fiberglass, so the skimmer is about 10 mil proud of the block work, where the so I've actually ordered 10 mil 600 by 1200 insulating boards. They're for floors, just to go under, well, in between a concrete floor and like the electrical kind of like heated floor. So it's only I thought it was worth actually just putting a little bit of insulation in here. I think it's cost me about 80 quid, but to be honest, I'll probably see that back over the course of a year or two, just with the heating costs in here. So the Easy Pod is fitted here. I'm going to show you all around it in a second. I did put some brackets across here. I had some spare galvanized air conditioning brackets, but I couldn't get a good fixing onto the top of this wall. So I thought the safest way to do it, and it sort of matches the rest, I've just put one leg. I've attached it into the floor there, so it's actually solid. And when I actually do eventually fit this fit the Easy Pod correctly and properly and for the last time, then I'll actually make a mountain so this will actually, you know, hold on to the top, so it's not going to go anywhere. And with the pressure of the water in here on the rough surface of the concrete blocks on flat, we should be absolutely fine. There's going to be no movement there whatsoever, and I can guarantee you that. So let me take you off the stand and show you exactly what I've done a bit closer. Okay, so this is what it looks like from the other side of the pond. I don't think this is actually used for this, but if I hold you up here, you can probably see the opposite side of what I was talking about. So we've got the skimmer in here, and as you can see, I've got about a 10 mil gap here where the 10 mil is going to accept pretty much the 10 mil foam, and then the fiberglass will go straight over and straight into the skimmer. I'll rough up all the outside of the all the inside of the skimmer, so I can fold all the fiberglass into it and waterproof that pretty well. It should bond to that pretty well anyway. So, and if it doesn't, you know, I can always use a bit of a CT1, is it, or OB1, whatever I used last time. So this is the Easy Pod. Here she be. She's fit on there pretty well. I've got great access to clean this now. I've got the slide valve, and I've got the this is the waste. So this is the dirty water that comes in from the bottom drain, which I'll show you when I get into the actual pond in a second. Comes straight through past the purge valve, straight up through the 2 kilowatt heater, into the 25 watt UV, and she'll go straight into the to the Easy. Why do I keep saying Easy Nexus? Easy Pod. And again, this pipe here, guys, I'm going to take this out from the inside, so this pipe is not going to be here. I'm going to show you exactly where that pipe is in a second. But what I've also noticed is this valve here, I can actually take this off. I can take this off and I can relocate it somewhere else on this Easy Pod, where it's going to be a lot easier for me to drain the waste. So I don't like it there. It's really awkward there. So that's going to move as well. So I'm really going to customize this for this application of this pond. Yeah, so let me show you the other plans about the modification of this Easy Pod. So guys, if you look up here, this is the underneath of an Easy Pod. So the plan is this 3-inch pipe here is going to come out totally, and what I'm going to do is, so it will come straight down. So I've situated it so the 3-inch pipe will actually run across this wall absolutely perfect. It'll come to probably about this point here, and then she will be reduced to a 2-inch, and then the 2-inch then will come around, and if you can see that, that's where I'm going to core drill to put this. So this is going to sit the opposite side inside the pond, which I'll show you in a minute, and that's where the 2-inch will be accepted into the pond. And I think what I'll do is I've actually got a slide valve, so I might even put a slide valve here as well, so I can isolate the pond totally. But that's going to fit in there like a glove. And what I was on about the waste, so the waste is actually here, but there's nothing to stop me putting that waste anywhere else. So I might even put it on the inside here, or I might even put it on the inside there. So what if I mounted it in here or on the opposite side here, it can, the pipe then will just come down really neat next to this 1.5-inch. So the two will come down and it'll come straight down here. It will go inside of the 2-inch outlet or inlet, whatever you want to call it. It comes straight down, and I'll come straight across into the drain. So that's the plan. Anyway, not overly fussed about the waste at the moment. I've got bigger fish to catch. Yeah, so that's the score so far. So this is not going to be here. What I might even possibly do is, where this actually sits in here, I might actually shape a bit of timber which will actually fit in this here, so I can actually put the timber in there and I can notch it onto the top there. And I think what I'm going to do is, this is actually drilled into the base here, but I think to make it a bit tidier and to make it a little bit more foolproof, I might get I might get 4 concrete briquettes, and sort of like put an overlapping sort of like a foot there, so if someone kicks it or something, this isn't going to move, and it'll look a bit neater as well. Yeah, so that's going to happen there. Again, here's the purge valve. It's not actually fitted on yet, but there's a gap in there because that's where my air line is going to come through as well. But the purge line is going to fit there. The 10,000 pump is going to fit in this section here with a natural 90 that is on the pump, so it comes into the 10,000 pump through the impeller, and it'll do a 90-degree turn. I think it probably, and then about here to here fits my 2 kilowatt heater. Then the 2 kilowatt heater goes straight into my UV. The UV then will fit straight across there. Then the pipe comes down, and then obviously the pipe then will come across here and then straight up into the Nexus. So the pipework should fit really nice and tight and condensed in that little area. I have also been thinking about foolproofing this, so in the future I can get a backy shower, because that there is absolutely perfect for a backy shower. So I'm not quite sure whether to install a pipe there all ready to go. And do you know what, I really think I may put a pipe there. So what I might do, I'll think about this tonight, but I might put a 1.5-inch pipe coming straight up, I don't know, somewhere. I don't know, I'm gonna have to go through it in my head, but I might well put like a little a little pipe and foolproof this just in case I want to put a backy shower on there. Not quite sure if I could actually yeah, no, I couldn't, because obviously you'd want quite a lot of turnover over a small backy shower here, and I think the turnover in an easy pod is about 500 to 750 litres per hour, so I'd probably want more than that. However, you know, there is I could probably put a T here and run a pipe here, and just put the T on and just cap it off for now, because I'm thinking that might well draw enough water to go over to a backy shower as well, especially, you know, with this, because I've got this here to regulate how much goes into the... Actually, that might well work. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Boom. Okay, so we just did a brainstorm. So if I've got a 10,000 pump working flat out and I open this half, I can regulate how much water goes into there. The rest of it then will be pressured to bypass that onto the T, and it'll go straight up onto a backy shower. And you know what, guys? I think I might make a custom stainless steel backy shower for here, just because I can. Well, just because I think I can. Just because I want to know how to do it, and it'll be a few shits and giggles. But I'll get a custom made backy shower to fit here, which will be really nice. I like it. I like it a lot. So that's the idea, guys. So let me jump into the pond and show you the rest of the spiel. So we're inside the pond now. So the size of this pond, I've just measured it now exactly, and I've taken into consideration the 10mm foam I'm putting all around it. It will be 80 centimeters by 40 centimeters by 36 centimeters deep on the button. So that gives me a grand total, I think, of 400 gallons. I think it's 400 gallons, so, or 450 gallons, I can't remember. But it, you know, we're talking just under 500 gallon, which is, I think, is a great size quarantine tank. I don't think I could have made that any better, really. Again, so looking from the inside here, what I've done is I've blocked up all of this area. You know, this is only single skin. However, it's tied in, so each time there's a block here, I've basically drilled into the existing block. I've put a big stainless steel bolt, so it's basically tied in. So I didn't have a fur fix, but I've basically tied these in on each level with a stainless steel bolt, pretty much. And I didn't do it this side because I didn't need to, because that is just pushing against the actual existing pillar that side, so that didn't need it. I have put some ties through here as well, just to strengthen that corner, but like I said, there's not going to be much pressure in this pond, really, I wouldn't have thought. I did have to backfill this, so this is just backfilled with compo. This bag here is just to stop all the compo going down into the waste bin, into the waste pipe. So when this goes off now tomorrow or next week or whatever, I'll just cut that, and then that will be nice and neat. Had to backfill that little section there, that insulation board. So this again now is, oh, I've left that bloody thing there, but anyway, this is the inside. So I have left quite a big gap there because I want to actually play around with this pipe. It's probably, I'm not quite sure which side the Spindrifter 3-inch drain is air pipe comes onto, but if it's the same as my 4-inch, I believe if the drain's situated here, I'm sure the air pipe's off to the left hand side as we're looking at it now, if it was a 3-inch and then the 1-inch into the air. So if that's the case, then I can actually push this a slight bit across, not too much, because the actual skimmer pipe there is bang on. If I have to take well, in fact, if I have to pull the pipe across them to the top and then come out nice and neat, that's what will happen. But anyway, I'll make sure that's nice and neat. When I do get the Spindrifter jet drain, what I'm gonna have to do is, where this pipe is here, I'm gonna have to grind a little channel through there. Not too deep, because I just want it to be, as long as it's sitting flush, you know, flush with this. So I would say I'd have to go down about, for the pipe work, I'd have to go down about 1.5 inches here. The Spindrifter drain, though, obviously is going to be a reasonable size, I believe. And what I'll do is I'll just grind this and I'll hack away at it until the Spindrifter drain sits nice and flush in this lovely jubbly. And then what I will do is I will level the pond off from this level, and it'll just come straight across and it will just clear this height here. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to lay some poly sheet under here to protect this drain. So when I'm pouring the concrete base, it's not going to go into my Eco drain, so that's going to be an isolated unit underneath the base then. But I think that the level from here all the way across is literally going to be about half an inch above this pipe, which is fine. There's not going to be any crack in there or anything like that. There's not much pressure on there, so I'm not going to do any fall into the drain. It's such a small drain, and with a 70 air pump coming out of the Spindrifter, this thing will just clear itself like it couldn't, not a problem whatsoever. When I do put the insulation boards in, however, I have got some slightly thicker board, and again what I'll do is I'll just chamfer the sides here, so we've got a 45 degree. Now my inlet for the pond, I really want to keep it sort of centralized here, so we've got the same amount of pressure on the top of the pond as the bottom of the pond. I don't think there's any benefit from putting it higher or putting it lower. So what I'll do is happy medium, we'll put it right in the middle there, and as we chamfer down, hopefully the pipe will clear it. It should clear it. I'm not going to do a massive chamfer. This side here, again, this will all be backfilled once I've welded the pipes all together, and we'll put a 45 degree up on here. And what I'll do is I'll kick it back into there, so this will be squared off, but that's going to be absolutely fine. That side, happy days, has got a lovely 45 degree anyway, and I'll do a little 45 degree there. So as you can see, guys, this couldn't have been any better. Like I said, this will probably be the top of the pond. I do like to keep it as high as I can, so we'll see what happens with that, how high that will make it. I really don't know much about that system, like I said, if I have to somehow block off the inside here to give me a higher wear height, we'll see. I might put the guts in that in a second and just see how it works. Yes, and obviously I've got a natural step up here, so there's no fish going to be jumping and flopping up there. This section here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this timber nice and straight, and I'm going to put basically a nice gravel board going through there, so that's going to be the same distance as this, so that's going to be fine for the fish. This side, that's fine, nothing's going to jump up there. Worst case scenario, what I'll do is I'll get a little bit of Perspex, which I've actually got, I believe. I'll put a section of Perspex through here, do you know what I mean, onto the window, and it's not going to really mess the window up. But that's it in a nutshell, guys. So I hope you like what I've done. I think I've made the best out of the space I've got, and I think this is going to work an actual charm. Like I said, once I've got the windows in here and I've got the little door in, now I realize I'm not going to be able to open the door fully, but I am going to be able to open the door to get in, and it's going to be a barn door, so I'm going to I can open the top independently to the bottom, so whatever. And I've got 3 panes of glass going in here, and you can see it's glorious in here. This is what a place for a fish to start its life, So yeah, guys, that is my quarantine tank. I might crack on with it now through the evenings, but like I said, I'll wait for the walls to go off now for a few days, so I can start drilling and tapping into that and fit in all of the UV and the heater and all that kind of stuff, and actually electric. So I'm going to do some electrics in here as well. I'll work out where to put my electrics, the most logical place. Don't know yet. I don't know yet. We'll come to that soon. Maybe that's on the next video. So I hope you like this video, guys. Please like and subscribe, and if you didn't see my video yesterday, you should probably go back and watch it, because it's got all the information about the auto feeder giveaway, and I have been reading some of the comments and some of the reasons why people think that they deserve the auto feeder, and some of them are quite amusing. Some of them are quite blunt and to the point, but you never know. Whichever one takes my fancy is going to win. There ain't going to be any pulling out of the hat, so you can make it as humorous as you like. You can cross a few borders, because I've got a good personality, so a sense of humour. Wasn't a great personality, by the way, but I got a good sense of humour. So don't get yourself banned off YouTube for saying anything gross or vile or you know what I mean. So yeah, so look at that one yesterday. And like I said, the competition is on. The competition stops next Saturday night, and I'm going to pick the winner. And then on the Sunday, bish bash bosh, someone's going to get an auto feeder. Bitches. Anyway, to that end of the stick, thank you very much for watching this one. This is part 2 of my quarantine build. If you like it, subscribe, like this video, tell a friend, tell a family member, win an auto feeder. 1,000 followers. Fastly approaching, and I've got another great giveaway. I have told you what it's going to be, but I'll let you know exactly what it's going to be. I might do it with something else as well, because I love giving presents. Oh fucking, I love Christmas.